Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all well and welcome to my film and TV channel. And today we have a Netflix series, a limited edition this one, or a limited series they call it, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, does it? I mean, well, hopefully not. Anyway, it's a television mini-series created by Scott Frank and Alan Scott. So today I'm going to have a quick look at The Queen's Gambit. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. Push the bell notification so we know when these vlogs are coming out, and please check all the playlists for various vlogs, TV drama reviews, movie reviews, quizzes, etc, etc. And you'll also see some football vlogs on there for my football team, Manchester City. I do vlogs on City past and City present, so history and stuff now. So if you yourself or anyone you know might be interested, please point them in my direction. That's much appreciated. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers by Christmas, so we're well on the way now. We're past the 400 mark. We're into the low 410s now, or high 410s now, so let's keep going. So if you're not subbed already, please do so. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Please, all comments are welcome. If you've seen these or something you'd have to watch, and just have a comment, just put a comment below. It's great to know you're out there, and if you haven't got the time for a comment, please, a thumbs up's always fantastic, much appreciated. Yes, I did look forward to this. There's a guy I follow on Twitter and follows me back who loves the star of this one, and I've been quite looking forward to reviewing it to hopefully give him a good review and hopefully make him very happy. So here we go with this one, The Queen's Gambit, based on the 1983 novel of the same name by Walter Tevis. Unfortunately, it's not a true story. It would be lovely to be a true story, to be honest with you, because of what happens in it. But it does have that true story feel to it. Of course, it stars Anya Taylor-Joy in the lead role. I'll say this now, superb. Bill Camp and Marielle Heller, plus a range of other great actors. There's no real weak links in this as far as I'm concerned on the acting front. Even the young actors from the early episodes, because this sort of coming of age drama, if you like, are excellent as well. What's it about? Well, 8-year-old orphan Beth Harmon is quiet, sullen, and by all appearances very unremarkable. That is until she plays her first game of chess. Her senses grow sharper, her thinking clearer, and for the first time in her life she feels herself fully in control. By the age of 16 she's competing for the US Open Championship, but as Beth hones her skills on the professional circuit, the stakes get higher, her isolation grows more frightening, and the thought of escape becomes all the more tempting. So what are the reviews on this? Is it any good? Well, Rotten Tomatoes, very interesting. 29 critics reviews. I've got no breakdown of what that is, but it's 100% approval rating. So that means all of them did like this, gave it positive mark. And it averages a rating of 7.68 out of 10, which in itself is very, very good. The website's critics consensus says its moves aren't always perfect. We'll see what they're getting at there. But between Anya Taylor-Joy's magnetic performance, incredibly realised period details, and emotionally intelligent writing, The Queen's Gambit is an absolute win. So there you go, a lot of love out there for that. And yes, the Rotten Tomatoes audience, again, I'm not sure of how many have done this, but it's getting a 98% positivity rating from the audience. Well, surely the Metacritic can't match up to that. Well, it doesn't quite. No, it gives it a weighted average of 78 out of 100, which is still impressive, but obviously not as impressive as the Rotten Tomatoes. And that's just based on 23 critics reviews. Of 19 gave it a positive and 4 gave it a mixed review. So again, no negatives, but 4 mixed. So we're deteriorating a little bit. And you look a little bit deeper into it, it scores anywhere between 4 out of 10 and 10 out of 10. And there's only a couple, I think there's one 4 out of 10 and one 6 out of 10 is the next lowest after that. So there's certainly one person, I won't name them, I won't hang them out there to dry, but there was certainly 1 or 2 people didn't like it. But just one of the positives we got here from RogerEbert.com, who we quote quite a lot of, and this is Alison Shoemaker. She wrote this about and I've done this in full because I sort of echo a lot of what was said here. She went on to say, when you read the words Netflix limited drama series about addiction, obsession, trauma and chess, the first adjective which springs to mind is probably not thrilling, But here we are, and The Queen's Gambit, Scott Frank's adaptation of Walter Tevis's coming-of-age novel of the same name, absolutely demands the use of thrilling, anchored by a magnetic lead performance and bolstered by world-class acting, marvellous visual language, a teleplay that's never less than gripping, and an admirable willingness to embrace contradiction and ambiguity. It's one of the year's best series. While not without flaws, it is in short a triumph, and it is satisfying not just as a compelling period drama, a character study and a feast for the eyes. It's also at its heart a sports movie wrapped up in the vestments of a prestige TV series. As yourself this, when is the last time you fist pumped the air over chess? Isn't that something you deserve? Well, there you go. I mean, I don't think anyone will be pumping the fists over chess, and wow, I mean that's quite a review, isn't it? I do a lot of Roger Ebert stuff, and I don't get many gushing reviews like that. And what do we look at? What do we like to look at? Well, we like to look at Joe Public, don't we? And you and me, the critics can have an opinion on something, but it's nice to know what Joe, the normal Joe on the street, thinks. And we've had 3,200 reviews and scores left on Internet Movie Database. As I'm recording this, it is getting a fantastic 8.9 out of 10, almost 9. There's not many things get up towards 9 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database from the public. Some of the comments, a grand masterpiece. See what they did there. Chess was never more intense or fun. I'd add to that one. All the actors, the costume and set design, the story, the pace of the story, everything was executed extremely well. I've tried to ignore the 10 out of 10 gushing ones on these. I've tried to just go for the guys who give it 7 or 8 or 9 perhaps. A great cast all the way around, beautiful cinematography, wardrobe, music score, and an engaging and addictive script. Nice enough unless you like chess. Well, there you go. That's an interesting one, but there's another comment quite similar in a moment. Very basic script, says someone else, and one-dimensional, arrogant teen who's good at chess is basically the whole story. Very disappointing. It's beautiful to watch, but that's about it. So not everyone was totally enamoured by this, obviously. Everything but chess, says one. And the actual reviewer went to comment about this, the fact that the chess thing wasn't very realistic. But I did sort of laugh at this because he was expecting a real nitty gritty of stuff on chess, which let's be honest about it, it wasn't. It's not a documentary. It's a series. It's for entertainment. So, but I did laugh, and there was one or two like that. Obviously, with that one before as well, that obviously got a little bit upset because it wasn't chess. But yeah, chess has never been so much fun. Right, movie game nostalgia. My little thoughts on it. I think you can already gauge I quite enjoyed this. I do like chess. I'm not you know, I was part of the chess club for a little while at high school, and I do quite like the game. I used to play with my lad over the internet up to a couple of years ago. You know, obviously it's time scale, isn't it? You don't always have the time to fully go into it. And I was okay. I wasn't brilliant. I was okay at chess, but there was some dissatisfaction, as you can see, with this series, but that's far outweighed by the positive. So many positive remarks from critics and the public alike. Taylor Joy, I mean, I think I've already hinted at that answer, carries this series superbly. She's always watchable, and it's hard to think of another actress, to be honest with you, who could have carried this off as well as she has for such a tender age, if you like, obviously, and she does play certain ages in this as well, which very, very well, I may add. The coming of age element in this show is more relevant in the early episodes. You know, when she becomes an adult, obviously it's still a coming of age in theory, isn't it? But it's equally well played by the younger character, the younger version of the lead character as well. She does a really good job, and of course Taylor Joy plays herself as a 13-year-old, 12, 13, 14, and does it very, very well. Again, may I ask, superb. She does cover the age range really well. It's not one of these actresses or actors that obviously have tried to play a younger version and look a bit dodgy. She does a very good job of it. She's obviously got those looks, hasn't she? So she plays a believable, brilliant teen version of herself. Not always very likeable, mind you, but there you go. And this playing of the teen by Taylor Joy, teen element, obviously leads her to the adult side, which doesn't become too cheesy or dark, despite the obvious drugs and alcohol links being central to the lead character's life in this film. I mean, the sets, as already mentioned, the cinematography, the sets, the scenes, whether they be in US or Paris or Russia, are always very well put together. Although some of the wallpaper on the walls did send your eyes a little bit funny and make you feel a little bit queasy. Never mind all the alcohol and drugs as well combined on top of that. But no, there you go. Yeah, a great support cast that keeps this drama always moving, always interesting. It never gets bogged down in any one particular relationship or any one particular storyline. It just throws different ones, and obviously the benefits of having a limited series, I suppose, of 7 episodes, and it was never ever boring. And seven was about right. But I could have easily watched more, which is not. You don't always say that, do you? The character herself. Does deviate between you sort of liking her and not liking her, and that's how it should be, given her backstory and how the story progresses and her own personal problems. So that's how it should be. I mean, that's how you think. At the end of the day, perhaps you may need a little interest in chess. I'm not too sure. It's like anything. If you've no interest in a sports-based drama, then obviously it perhaps isn't quite for you. But it does sit in there and benefit. It does sit in there with the very best of sports drama that we've seen on film or episodic sports drama. It is not that many episodic ones, is there? But it does sit in there with the very best sports drama on film. There's nothing groundbreaking or new with the story, and yet the 7 episodes are never boring, despite the repetition of chess tournaments. Obviously, throughout these, each time there's just a little bit more to enjoy. And of course, as in any good sport drama, you want the hero to come out on top, so you will keep rooting for her in this case and her allies until the very last scene, of course. So 8.9 out of 10, that's quite a high figure. You know me, I'm not over the top with my scores. I'm not going to go that high, but that's over 3,000 reviews on Internet Movie Database. 8.9 out of 10. That's quite amazing. That is enormous, and there's a lot of Taylor-Joy fans out there, obviously contributing to that. And I can honestly say now, I've seen her before. I've quite liked her in other things, but I am certainly now definitely one Taylor-Joy fan after this series, carrying master display, grandmaster display, can I say? Absolutely entertaining, very, very good. Really enjoyed it. I binge watched it. I watched it over 2 days, but I watched it one evening, 3 or 4 episodes, and I watched the final 3 or 4 episodes of the following morning. So I did sort of binge watch it with a break in the middle. So I absolutely enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I think the last time I enjoyed a TV series as much was probably The Marvellous Miss Maisie, was it? I think I watched that 3 or 4 years ago when that first came out. And that sort of had the same sort of effect on me as far as enjoying watching it. So my rating, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10, which I don't give many 8 out of 10s if you watch these reviews, but that's my rating. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think, if you agree with that and you like this. As I said, I think you may have to have an interest in a sports drama. I think for my good lady, for instance, I wouldn't particularly recommend this for her in the same way I didn't recommend Miss Maisie to her, because it wasn't her sort of thing, but she likes a good drama. But you do have to have that element of liking the sports side of it as well. So if that isn't your thing and you don't like sports drama films or series, then perhaps you won't get as much out of it as certainly I did, and many, many, many thousands of others have up to now, and obviously, hopefully millions will at some stage. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please check my links on screen. You can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. I try and follow and friend everyone back. I do check every couple of days and do that, so that's fantastic. And please, if you can check out my moviegamenostalgia.com website for old rare DVDs, movie posters from the 192000s, and some board games on there, that would be absolutely fantastic. Much appreciated. As I said, please check out my playlist. Over 630 videos I've stuck together now over the last 13-14 months I've been doing these things, so please watch and enjoy, and I always try to entertain and inform, and I hope you enjoy them. Anyway, thanks for being with me today. Whatever you're going to do with your rest day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, let's all look after each other. And until we meet again, please stay safe, everyone. Burn the same. Goodbye for now.